just about ready. I think I can transition already, even though it's a bit disappointing.
Well, Save the Rare Tortoise is a point-and-click escape game developed by Games Too Jolly Team. We know that you are a great fan of escape games, but that doesn't mean you should not like puzzles. So here we present you Save the Rare Tortoise, a cocktail with an essence of both puzzles and escape tricks. Good luck and have a fun. I wonder what makes this tortoise rare.
Oh, is it stuck in a tree?
I heard, and I saw on like John Oliver had a bit at the start of one of his recent episodes where they found this like super yellow tortoise, just a real mustard colored turtle.
Do you think that's the same?
It's probably pretty rare.
Tortoise?
Yeah, we'll see. So they're off. That is a huge word. What?
Alright, what could the word be?
That's like a 15-letter word.
Maybe it's German.
A number of clues all over. Lots of objects. Gonna need a clue for those circles, I'm sure. Oh, this creepy goat thing needs some kind of diamond in its head. They've got a lot of the same objects. Oh, here we go. This house looks to be pretty important. Can you really only click on one part of that yellow wheel thing? Up-down sequence does not have the clue for that. I've seen these tennis balls with hats before. I don't know quite what's going on there.
I remember that too.
Gonna need some kind of hook or water or something to get that rat out of there, and I bet it's got a key for some reason.
I thought that was the tortoise.
Oh yeah, maybe. I don't know. No, it had a tail. I think, well, turtles have little tails, but it was not a turtle tail, I think.
I mean, you're giving these games a bit too much credit. The tennis balls have hats.
Yeah, you're right. You make a good point. Oh, so the thickness and number of lines, I guess, is indicating the order of those letters. Meme, yeah. Meme would have been the perfect word for this game.
Oh, we built a torch.
Yeah. And there's some fire to light that torch. Oh, you gotta pick it up again, though. Meanwhile, this rock with symbols on it, Chaos Defrost is looking at. Not sure what's going on there. I also don't immediately know what to burn with the torch. Maybe that's what gets the creature out of its hole in the log?
Oh, like smoke it out?
Yeah.
That's almost as bad as Alpha trying to knife everything.
Torches are, I mean, sometimes you set things on fire, but sometimes you just use it to like light up a dark place too. Not that I've seen many of those around. Oh, wow. It got out of there fast. Entertainment is your, what is that? 13-letter word that goes in here.
Well, no one wins.
Your ability to accurately click these letters into place is going to matter a lot more when there's so many letters to enter.
What were they thinking? Like, oh man, you know how we usually have like 5, 6, maybe 4? Let's have 15.
They thought that it would make the puzzle harder. Oh, that rock with plus, minus, minus, plus on it or whatever was indicating operations to perform on these numbers. So that was pretty quickly entered by Chaos Defrost. Yeah, you can click every part of this circle. That's what I thought. Okay.
They're not really equal.
Yeah, no, it's pretty weird. I'm guessing these colors are being entered with purpose. Yeah, there it is. I missed whatever clue Snowdozer got out of whatever they were doing while I was looking at what Chaos Defrost was doing. Knife. Time to knife, 427. Immediately over to the pillow. No hesitation whatsoever. Still has the knife, of course, straight through the volleyball. Why not? This is that circle puzzle that they were looking at right at the start. Yeah, this one. Still looking for the missing piece of this paper. Chaos Defrost is missing what exactly?
It's a rare combination look.
Yeah, the letter and number. There's some decently long chain of events Chaos Defrost has missed out on. I forget what the first step is. Could be the up-down sequence, maybe? Meanwhile, out in front, Snowdozer with this brush is looking for something dusty. Yeah, mirrors tend to hide clues that you need to brush stuff off of.
This is like
seen that a couple times.
It's like a seance.
Yeah, a little bit. It's one more heart, but there is still one more remaining. And I think it's the one Chaos Defrost found, actually, with the rock with the symbols on it and the math puzzle. Or, no, maybe it's related to this H. Snowdozer is solving this, but I've not seen the clue that apparently Snowdozer is using.
Oh.
And that was it. Oh, maybe it's the front. It's like the colored tips of the house out front. I think that's the final key.
Oh, that didn't even look like... Wait, what happened to the animal in the tree stump?
The torch scared it out of there.
Oh.
It happened so fast. Well, that's it. Jolly escape for Snowdozer. A convincing win.
Comment entertainment. It was a good time, I think.
Yeah, there was plenty Snowdozer did so quickly I didn't even catch it. This up-down sequence is cluing the up-down sequence in the room, and this is the start of everything that Chaos Defrost has been missing for at least 2 minutes, maybe 3.
I think Defrost may take twice as long.
This clue's more on the barrel. Oh, I guess that's 4 lines under the E, and not like 2 lines and 1 really thick line.
Oh no. Chaos Defrost missed. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, is gonna get it here. Okay, but was not immediately combining those the way that Snowdozer did. Both players making the same mistake of leaving without their torch. But knew immediately. Yeah, it's just like, it's gone.
In the next game, they're gonna have to save the scared mouse. Or whatever it was.
So we've got a pretty rare breach of conduct, I suppose, from players to mess around with what they're showing on their screen during a race. Just playing a totally different game. Meanwhile, Chaos Defrost is now... yeah, again, I was looking at this stupid thing at the bottom and missed what the actual clue is for this wheel. The colors are so weird. I'm not sure I've ever seen that like chocolate brown color before. immediately knifes the volleyball. And then I don't know if they know if the pillow's clickable. Yeah.
You don't even
pretty
like
quick from both.
You don't slice into the pillow. You actually just slice the pillow in half.
Yeah, the whole thing, just straight down.
But this is the double circle things.
Jolly inventing entirely new color. I've never seen that chocolate color in one of these games before. Har har. I love seeing that chocolate color in real life, because it's probably chocolate. I like that Chaos Defrost had already figured out what all the numbers were.
I was like confused. Oh, how did he know that already? Oh, right. He had half the clue.
Now that's a reasonable take with the brush, because that door does look like it has a smudge on it. If you look really closely, there's actually always a smudge. Maybe not always. That's a dumb thing to say with these games. There's usually a smudge of one solid color that you can kind of see doesn't belong, and that's your clue that you can brush something away. Here's the final key. And that's a clear. It was the up-down puzzle. There was just a banner with arrows on it that Chaos Defrost didn't click for several minutes, and that was kind of, I think, the only major difference I saw between the players. They both seemed to not struggle at all with basically anything else.
It feels really bad when you go fast and then suddenly you just stop making progress at all.
Yeah, totally. It can be difficult to keep a cool head when you start worrying about stuff like that. And funny enough, that's like exactly when you need to be thinking clearly the most.
I think a really useful skill is like some kind of intuition, like where your next step is gonna be. Like if it's a puzzle that you have a clue for, if it's like an environment puzzle, if it's one of those puzzles that may actually be solvable. I think if you have like intuition, what it could be, I think that would help a lot.
Yeah, knowing what's likely to connect to what helps you kind of map everything out.
And maybe if this puzzle is unrelated because there's no colors anywhere.
Yeah, it helps you prioritize things. You're more likely to head towards the correct answer sooner, or at all, than you are if you don't have that kind of intuition. Absolutely. So the players have pulled Jolly Boy Rescue 4. For those who don't know, Jolly Boy is kind of like if there was to be a mascot for Games 2 Jolly, it's Jolly Boy. And there's like Jolly Boy Rescue goes up to like 10. There's like 10 other Jolly Boy games. And I discovered most of them usually have unique lore. Most of them are usually longer, with kind of more involved puzzles, and so I did all of them. If you search the word Jolly of the Games 2 Jolly games, I did all of those ones. Oh boy, I gotta go fast. Jolly Boy Rescue 4 is a new point-and-click escape game from Games 2 Jolly in a land of ancient time, ruled by a cruel ruler. Jolly Boy was framed with the crime of theft, which he didn't do. He's chained inside the fort walls and about to be hanged soon. Find a way to rescue the Jolly Boy before something bad happens to him. Good luck. Yeah, nice. He's gonna be hanged. You gotta save his life before these guards hang him.
What did he do? Oh, he was framed, right?
Yeah, he's innocent. He was always innocent. By the way, this is like the 4th time they're trying to kill Jolly Boy for something he didn't do. Just to be clear. This is another one of these where you start outside like a gated area and you must collect everything and solve everything here just to kind of get into the main area and access the rest of the game.
I kind of like that.
Yeah. I remember this one overall being kind of tricky, and the players have already kind of stalled out at the beginning, so maybe my experiences are being borne out here. I don't even remember what they're supposed to do. I can't pixel hunt in the first, like, basically 20 seconds.
And you can't even leave the screen.
I would be sure at this point that I was well behind my opponent if I was either of these players.
Yeah. Oh, what?
You just click them,
In a sequence.
but only in a certain order.
I don't think either of them actually know the sequence.
I don't know if there is a known sequence, but it goes in for both players, so they're into the rest of the game now. I lied, by the way. You don't have to solve everything out there, I guess. I remember that dartboard cluing these star symbols that are going in now for residual deviance. Oh, I remember this one now. I got stuck on something here for a long time. Both players zooming in on the boxes for a while. Oh, yes, I know exactly what I got stuck on. It's super weird. Well, maybe it's okay. Maybe it's a good puzzle and I just missed it. We'll see. It's this here at the bottom that we just saw. Bottom. It's on the bottom of my screen. Snowdozer just looked at it. The series of wiggles on the wall is a very tricky puzzle.
All right.
Here, the map that one player is looking at is cluing the puzzle that we're seeing on Snowdozer's screen.
It's like co-op.
Yeah. All right, so Snowdozer's got those landmarks located in the northeast, south, and west put in. The hammer, I believe, is to split apart the bowling balls. You need another spike to put in the top, and then you hammer them both in.
That's what I thought.
Ooh, Snowdozer missed the spike, zoomed right in on it, and then didn't see it.
I like how you can't hammer one of them. You gotta have both.
Right, yeah. And one thing I've seen over and over again is every time you get an eyeball, it goes in a skull.
Also, look, it's Mufasa.
It is a pretty Mufasa-looking lion.
Yeah. There's a lot of tracing in these games.
Yeah. There's the skull. One eye goes in. It's been pretty stop and start with both players. There's a bit of hunting around. Okay, here's one thing, and then now I'm stuck again. Here's the spike has been found. I think you need 2 spikes though, I think.
Well, there were 2 balls, so it makes sense.
Yeah, you couldn't just reuse the spike on the other ball afterwards.
No. It's like the flute in Crystalis. Just breaks.
Right, yes, exactly. So there is a treasure chest located on this weird cart thing.
Oh! See, it
is one at a time.
Yeah, I assumed that as well, and Chaos assumed it. Chaos actually... Oh, he doesn't have the hammer, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Okay. Oh, you can see that weird inventory glitch happening, trying to move something while when you use something in your inventory, the slots kind of shift, and during that animation, if you try to pick something out of your inventory, it starts to behave very strangely.
And then you can't really place it anywhere.
Yeah.
Because it's like off-screen, kind of.
Yeah. So we have a somewhat tricky, like if you're not used to thinking about how to move these things around, it's kind of strange the way that you have to kind of swap things into place. You have to be willing to kind of unswap something in order to reswap it later. But there it is.
Oh, Chaos has the hammer, but they're not trying to hammer the iron balls.
They would be pretty close behind if they were to do that right now. But as it is, Snowdozer pulling further and further away. Now, I missed it, but I guess Snowdozer put the horn on the bull's head in the background, and there's the hammering the spikes for Chaos Defrost.
But I think Snowdozer only has one horn. Yeah, Snowdozer has the right horn.
I think actually there's like a left-right puzzle after you put it together where you click each horn, but yeah, for now it's stuck. I think it's that 3-digit number they need to do next.
Chaos is like shaking his mouse.
Yeah, I don't know if they just have like a really high sensitivity or something.
Maybe this is really intense.
Maybe. So we'll see. Yeah, it looks like they got a pretty good handle on how to move these things around. Now, yeah, look, this is the second horn for Residual Deviance. Look at that! Look at how grim this is!
Oh my god!
Now, this room is pretty wild because there's like a sword on the floor, and I don't think you can pick it up. And yeah, that was weird. But you can grab this bone.
It's like you have the choice, and you pick the bone.
Yeah. And it goes somewhere dumb. I don't remember where, but it's dumb.
Doesn't go in the eye socket.
It's a real powerful image seeing Jolly Boy in this straight up like bondage gear in this back room. Like, it's really weird.
What's that on his
no
chest?
Shirt on.
Why is he like?
Yeah.
He's got like a lock on his chest.
They couldn't
what?
get him to that. It goes in there. Yeah, it was really dumb.
It's a lever.
It's a lever. 593 goes in here, and this is, I think, the hardest thing.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Chest, palm, chest.
Yeah, that's a pretty reasonable assumption.
So I think it's actually
So
something.
you are wrong.
Oh, is it? Is it like the corners of the map?
It is.
I wouldn't have thought of that if you hadn't told me it's not related to the images.
Yeah. I spent about at least 5 minutes here, maybe closer to 10, misunderstanding what to do with that map.
So it's like corners probably, right? So bottom left, top left.
Yeah, the squiggles that Snowdozer was looking at earlier in the other room, the squiggles match the tears in the corners of the map.
Oh.
And that's where both players are, and I think, honestly, whoever figures it out first is going to be the winner.
The worst thing about Jolly Boy is that he doesn't have hands. It just
sure.
It just looks really creepy to me.
There's a lot of things that's weird about Jolly Boy, but I guess that's pretty high up on the list. Is that good or bad for boxing?
It's probably good, right?
You're probably less likely to hurt your opponent? Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, your wrist.
It's gotta be harder to make gloves stay on, though.
They just slip off.
Yeah. So the players are, they're hunting around, right? They're pixel hunting for something they might have missed. And to be fair, there's been some kind of like tricky stuff to find and click on. Like on minute 1, they were doing this on the first screen, right? Because they didn't know to interact with the pegs. So I think that immediately set the tone that like, oh, this is a hard one. And now they're thinking like, there's got to be something I'm missing in this more difficult one. And we'll see how long it takes. Because it's really not clear that map connects to these squiggles, right?
Yeah. So now they're just thinking, oh, I'm missing a clue somewhere for these squiggles or something.
And these swords on the walls are pretty similar to another color puzzle.
Oh, the dartboard.
This one here that Chaos Defrost is looking at, right?
Yeah,
It's the same colors, different order. And so these two seem much more related than the map and the squiggles.
Huh?
I'm seeing some intense studying of this map from Snowdozer, going into the other room, going to the squiggles.
Oh, wait, what? Color? That's not a color clue. That's like brass knuckles.
Now look. There's no place for your fingers in these at all. This is for colors.
Like, I still think that whoever makes these puzzles and whoever makes the art, they don't talk.
Yeah,
It's just,
yeah, that would explain a lot.
The person just makes all this art, puts it like in a folder, and then the other guy comes in and makes the games out of that.
So the swords do reveal the heights for these various colors. The skull gets its second eyeball. Here's 2 more of these things to fill this. I think we're basically done now.
He's so happy. So is Snowdozer.
Jolly escape. Snowdozer with the 2-0. That could have gone either way. Both players had a couple minutes to figure out that tricky map puzzle, but Snowdozer was the first one to do it. It's going to be the one walking away from this one. This was a lower bracket match. Yeah, losers 2 match. Oh, we already talked about that, I think. So we'll go on to face the winner of Pet Worm versus Bob Ate the Fire, but unfortunately that means Chaos Defrost has been eliminated from Jolly Escape Tournament. All right, we got Snowdozer in here to talk a little bit about the race. Are you there?
Mm-hmm.
That last map puzzle, I did this one fairly recently, and yeah, we both got stuck on that map for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't really see it for a while there too. But, like the icons on the map, like the map itself is useless.
Yeah, well, yeah, the numbers are good, I guess, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like you look at the chest and the tree, and they're like reused assets from like other parts of the game. So you expect it to have to do with those, but it's not. It's the like, bites in the corners.
Yeah, and I guess the only thing that might make you think of it is that there's 2 of the same on both, right? So it might make you think, well, that's kind of strange. You'd think if all 4 would be unique, if that was the main focus of the map, but it was still a really tough puzzle. I think you actually got it faster than I did when I did this. I think I probably was closer to 20 minutes because of that map.
Mm-hmm.
But this was a 2-game race. Game 1 is a blur. I don't remember. It was pretty
Something
straightforward.
Tortoise
What was the
rescue.
rat? And the trunk and the tortoise.
The rare tortoise rescue.
Oh yeah, sorry. Not like those other tortoises we rescue.
Yeah, there was a funny tortoise earlier. I think that was the first speedruns live race we did of Games Too Jolly, so yeah.
Bit of history to these turtle games. That one, I think you both did about the same on every single puzzle except the banner, like right at the start, there's a banner that just has some arrows on it that clues an up-down puzzle. and it just took Chaos Defrost longer to find it.